Hello, everybody. Mike from Southern California again, and you're on the mic. Basically since, Vic's trial, KickVic has basically been doing a lot, been running victory laps. They've been trying to do a lot of stuff to basically just really, pound, they regained some momentum there, so they're trying to take full advantage of it. We've already heard that there were some KickVickers who pretended to be I Stand With Vickers and started harassing the judge on his Facebook page. LJ Montello is at it once again, trying to get a as Holly Hill Con invited Vic. She's up to her, or whatever it is, whatever LJ Montello is. That person's up to their old tricks. Now we've also heard in the last couple of days that Jamie and Monica have come out on Twitter, and Jamie's going like, well, if you're neutral, then you're against me, which there are a few other people who were saying that earlier, I think Menowin Lee, and Monica's even threatening to go to Twitter to have us all, banned. They're trying to silence us because they know that the truth is on our side. They've been going after Vic. So then you're wondering, well, how exactly do we defeat KickVic? I'm going to explain that in two parts. Two parts in this episode of On the Mic. First part is going to be how do we interact with them, and then the second part is how do we continue to support Vic and how do we continue to support Vic in a positive manner. So here we go. So first off, in how we interact with them. First off, don't engage them. If they respond, if KickVic responds to a post, one of your posts, go ahead and at least argue on facts and logic. Okay? If they respond to you, respond with facts and logic. But if they try to bait you into a Twitter spat, don't fall for it, because that's exactly what they want. Now, as many of you have noticed, I don't really talk a whole lot about, aside from maybe the voice actors, I don't really talk a lot about cosplayers or some of the other members of KickVic. Because ultimately what they want is they want the attention. The best thing to do is not give it to them. That's why you don't want to engage them. If they reply to one of your tweets, fine. Just reply with facts and logic. Okay? Don't further engage them. Don't even, if you're going to a convention and you know that there's KickVickers there, just stay away from them. Don't even engage them at conventions. Don't confront them. Don't initiate contact. If they initiate contact with you, you do have a right to kind of reply. Okay? You have a right to do whatever you want, but it's probably more in your best interest to just try to minimize whatever contact you have with them, because, one, it's exactly what they want. That's how they gain power. They gain power by getting that attention. Okay? The second part of that first point is, another reason why you shouldn't engage them, because one of the other things they're trying to do, they're trying to take advantage of your emotions. That's why I say just reply with facts and logic if they respond to one of your tweets. Because they can't stand against the facts and logic that we have. Okay? Every time they've come out with something, it's been debunked. So don't, if they, basically try your best not to engage them, don't initiate engagement. If they respond to one of your tweets, respond with facts and logic, and just leave it at that. Because one, they want the attention, and two, what they're trying to do to all of us is they're trying to get us mad enough to where we'll say or do something stupid. Something where they could sit there and point to us and, yeah, see, they're the bad guys. They're the bad guys. Look, they're the psychopaths. They're the sociopaths. They're the evil people. As with many SJW social justice warriors, they're using a trick that was made famous by Saul Alinsky. Look in the mirror, see the evil you do, and then point at the other guy and say that they're the ones who actually are doing it. They'll try to shout us down. They'll try to cut off any and all forms of communication to where they'll try to silence us. But you got to stay strong, guys. Stay strong, stay resolved, because those of us on I Stand With Vic know. We know that there's been no evidence whatsoever that proves that Vic is anything that they say. So we should be confident in that. They weren't even able to prove that in court. And mind you, the case is not it. We lost one battle. We did not win. We did not lose the war. We lost one battle. It wasn't even really a complete loss. Yeah, Nick had warned us that Jamie would likely get, she'd just get dismissed entirely. But there's always a chance for a motion to reconsider or an appeal. So she could be right back into it, lickety-split. And T.I. got thrown out, which kind of, especially considering that, and that's appealable because of the fact there was legitimate evidence of T.I., tortious interference in contract, especially on the part of Monica and Ron. But the remaining counts that are still, that the judge is still considering, defamation and civil conspiracy, defamation on all three remaining, especially with the defamation book, is 90 to 90, according to Nick, 90 to 95% of the money is in the defamation case. And that was also the thing that all the Twitter lawyers were saying, yeah, that's going to be thrown out. That's going to be thrown out, But yet, for 3 of the 4, 75%, that's still a passing grade. Okay? I personally think that we can still get Markey back in it on defamation and possible civil conspiracy. I think maybe even, if Ty ends up having to file a motion to reconsider some of the charges that were dropped, we probably could get defamation back on Markey, civil conspiracy on Markey and defamation, and T.I. on Monica and Ron. Now, granted, that might be a little bit stretching. That might be a little bit hopeful thinking. But anyways, back to my main point, though. First part of the first thing in terms of how you should interact with KickVic. First off, don't engage them. One, they want that attention. And two, what they're trying to do is get us angry enough to where we say or do something stupid. Don't give that to them. Don't give them ammunition. Okay? Do not give them ammunition by responding to them. Okay? If they respond to one of your tweets, just reply with facts and logic. Don't get into a Twitter spat with them. Because that's exactly what they want. They want to get you caught up. They want to get you so angry that you're like, arr! That's them. That's not us. That's them. Okay? And the second part of that, in terms of how we should interact with KickVic, Now, this isn't necessarily with anything as much direct interaction, but it's also addressing something else that's happened throughout these months. If KickVic does anything criminal, a couple of examples, of course, what they did to Community Fest, which we did find out was by some kids who were KickVic. Or what they did to Tug when they basically went and smashed his mailbox. If KickVic does anything criminal, report them to the police immediately. Don't let it foster. Don't let it just report. Just if they do something criminal and you witness, if they try to assault you or they try to damage your property or anything, call the police immediately. File that police report. Get it on record. Maybe the threat of jail will kind of curb some of their more criminal impulses. Because we already know that basically KickVic is a terrorist group. Okay? So, how should we interact with KickVic? Don't engage them. And if they do anything criminal, report them to the police immediately. Now, with that out of the way, let's talk about something a little more positive here. And I've been stressing these 2 points quite a bit lately. Okay, so now how do we continue to help Vic? There are 2 ways right now we can best help Vic. Okay? The first off is to politely and respectfully write and or email your local cons to invite him to their cons. You can write them, you can email them if you happen to know them personally, when you talk to them. Communicate with your local cons in a polite and respectful manner that you want to see Vic at their cons. Remind them of how profitable Vic's presence can be. Remind them of how, like when at KamehaCon, when they had to give him a floor of his own for quote-unquote fear of safety of everybody else, and he packed that floor. Remind them of when he was at Anime Matsuri and he filled a whole room for one of his panels. Remind him at a number of events that he's had where, signing events where the lines were going out the door. Okay, communicate with your cons that it would be in their best financial interest. Now, say it in a very polite, respectful manner. Don't try to make it sound like a threat. Just tell them, hey, look, we want to see Vic there, and we believe that it would be, we believe you would make a lot of money by doing it, Just remember to be polite and respectful of that. And also, support the dub companies that support Vic. We know that Fantasy Soft and Phoenix have got him, they're going to be working with him, and as well as I think from what we heard, Bang Zoom and Sentai are still working with him. We know that Funimation's corrupt. So, as I've been saying, you want to start supporting the other dub companies. So, as I said, the 2 best ways to help Vic out is to, 1, politely and respectfully communicate with your local cons to bring him to their cons. I just heard today that he was invited to Holly Hill Comic Con, and then another one, and then, of course, he just recently got invited to Rock Con, which is happening this weekend. This weekend of, I think it's the 13th and 14th, I believe, or the 14th and the 15th in Rochester, New York. and support the dub companies that support him. Show the dub companies that, look, we love Vic. We believe in his talent. We want to hear him more in your projects. That's how we help support Vic. And with all that being said, you can check the links below. You can go ahead and check the links below. My Twitter handle, if you want to contact me directly, my Twitter handle will be down there. I also have a number of dub and animation companies that I'm promoting. You guys can go ahead and check them out. Check out their products. Let me see. I'm also promoting a couple of GoFundMes right now. Vic's GoFundMe for his legal defense, and then Lisa Ortiz's brother, who recently his house kind of came crashing down, and then of course that Umbrella guy's Indiegogo. As always, guys, just remember you're not obligated to. Don't feel obligated to donate, because none of the people would want you to donate if it puts you, at risk of your financial insolvency. If you're able to, and it's on your heart to do so, please consider giving. Please consider donating. If you've already donated, please consider donating again. And if you're not in a position where you can donate, you can still help out by sharing the links. Maybe somebody in your network of friends is in a position to where they can help. You never know, though, unless you get the word out, right? And if you like this content, please consider liking, commenting, and sharing and subscribing. I always look forward to the conversations, guys. I always look forward to reading your comments. Of course, as long as they're civil and polite and respectful. Okay, let's not forget that. So anyways, I hope you guys have a good day. Check out my premieres as when they come out, the anime convention preview. Like for the anime convention previews, even after it premieres, it's still up as part of. It's in the should be in the On the Mic playlist that you guys can go check out if you guys want to check out, like when you go into particular cons, you can go there and get my feed, or you can even go to fancons.com, or that's usually where I'm getting a lot of my information from. So, but check that out. That should give you at least some information. Also, don't forget, on Fridays I am having a premiere at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 Eastern, 7 Central, called Voices. Tomorrow night will be Dorothy Elias Fine. I, of course, will be doing an On the Mic episode in the day too. So until tomorrow, guys, I will see you then. Let's keep the conversation going because you're on the mic. Bye.